Guys, it's December 21st, 2020. This one here I gotta call for my dentist. And I guess he's got a sub pump down in the basement that's not shutting off. He said something about the piping going out was broken outside. Also, that's kind of like running along the ground outside, so I don't know what the story is. It might be that the thing's frozen out there. I don't know. We're going by there to see now. I know it's inside like a pit. Sometimes what happens is it gets gravel under the switch. It gets in like fishing totes down in there. So I do have another pump if I have to change it out. Go back with a Liberty. I think what he's got in there now is, well, last that I remember he had zoelers in there, and they're known for the switches to go on them things. So we'll just put him a brand new pump in there, and I mean the guy makes enough of money off of me. He can afford a new pump. I don't have a lot of luck changing switches out on these pumps. I'd rather just put a whole new pump in. Usually by at that point when the switch is failing, the pump's old anyway. So you're going to be like throwing good money into bad a lot of times. You're better off just going with a new pump. Every 3-4 years you should change the sub pump anyway. I mean, you don't want it to fail on you and flood your place out, right? It's just always good practice. 4 or 5 years, I mean, if you get that out of a pump, you did okay. Besides, there's plumbers that gotta eat too, you know. Anyway, I know it's gonna be dark and dingy down there, but I'll try to bring some lights down there and try to get you some shots if I can. Miss Molly is working again, y'all. You working again, Molly? Are you working again, Molly? You love working. You love working. I know you love working. You love working, Miss Molly. He said somebody hit it outside. This goes outside and down into a little river down there or something. He's got 2 pumps, 2 separate lines. He taped this one. He says this one leaks when it runs. This is the one that's not being used, so I'm going to cut this here. Cut it here and put a new piece in it before we repair the pump. It's 1.5 inches. I don't know why they ran 2 lines. When in doubt, use tape. I'm not gonna get my razor knife on this shit, I think. When in doubt, cut the stuff out. As long as I can get cut right here anyway, so I'm not going. Shit show. Cut the shit out. flipping shit show. Like rubber. I don't know what the hell this shit is, but what the flip? The magic tape. I don't know. That shit's on there, man. Holy shit. Man, mackerelender. Holy mackerelender. I should be able to glue an elbow on there and a couple of elbows. Couple of elbows. I told him I wasn't going to be able to work outside out there because it's all snow. I'll attach in here for now. I'll worry about the rest when the snow's melted. So you got cleaner and you got glue. The ones are not too worried about. This is a concrete floor down here. One's a cleaner. Kind of preps it, preps the surface. And the other one's a glue. And it kind of melts the two together. For this neighborhood. For this neighborhood. Won't be good enough for this neighborhood, is all I could say. There we go. Ain't no Taj Mahal here, Mama. Ain't no Taj Mahal. Alright, so I got that repaired, I guess. Good enough. Alright, so he's got like some kind of fish tote in there or some kind of recycle bin. But that one there on the side there is the one that stays running all the time. There's two pumps in here, one's higher than the other. So this one's been working. This one's still working. That other one's been unplugged. So if you plug it in, it runs all the time. It won't shut off. That's the one I just repaired, so I already checked it when I was with him. I did plug it in, and it's up all the way, so it should be. Even if I push it down, it keeps running. Let's check it. It's got two separate lines here on these. When that float goes down, it should shut off. Hear it click? It's still running. So we're just going to hear it click. So we're just going to change it. I'm just going to change it. I'm going to play games with it. So let me cut this this electrical out of here, electrical tape, and get that disconnected. This one's still working. This one's still plugged in. This one's working. And there's two separate lines. Let me see how my glue job held up, because that's the one that was broken. Yeah, it seems fine. I mean, that's just glue drips, but like I said, I don't know what's outside. I know that goes all the way down as a river over there, stream type of thing. Don't worry about that when the snow melts. But for now, we're going to get this disconnected and pulled out of here. Get it. See if we can get it out and about. It should be 5/16 there. Excuse me. Excuse me. Don't mind if I do. It should be 5/16. I'm going to leave the check valve. Check valve should be fine still. What do you expect the plumber to work? There's 20 pounds of shit in a 5-pound bag. The check valve there should hold. The old Zoeller pump switch that failed. Common. I'm not buying Zoellers no more. I'm all done with them. I'll go back with a Liberty. Let's see if we get that apart. We'll use it on the other one. When in doubt, we'll change it out. I said it's not. I talked to the guy about it already. He said it's not worth playing with it. Just change it. See, the Zoeller's got a little hole in it. See, the Zoeller's got a little hole there in it, so you don't have to drill a hole if you use a Zoeller, but if you use another pump, you should drill a hole in this thing, this pipe, so it don't get airlocked. Could I have put another switch in the pump? Yeah, I probably could have, but I'd rather just change it out. This one's got a hole in it too. See it right there? See that hole? So you don't have to drill a hole in the pipe. See it? It won't get airlocked. Nice pump. It's a Liberty. Oh my God, no pipe dope. I'm not too worried about it. I don't have it plugged in, so it's not going to turn on. You don't want to plug it in until after it's all connected, unless you want to So, which I don't. Once it's all connected, then we plug it in. Check valve, we'll leave the check valve, it's fine. Not leaking by. And you seen that one had a hole drilled in the casting, so you don't need to put another hole in the pipe. Some pumps you do, not this one. We'll get it taped up and then we'll plug it in at the last minute. I'm gonna tape everything up here. I did just cut the other tape and pull the other one out. And I'll run the other one and I'll tape it right over that black tape. And then we'll plug it in. Alright, so I got that other pump in there. I mean, I can move it over if I want. Looks pretty straight here. I got it all taped off. I put some tape right over the other scab pieces. So the cords are all taped up and I just have to plug it in. Just have to plug it in and it should let loose, mama. It's really quiet. Wow, can't even hear it running. Let's see if we're leaking down here. Really quiet. Yeah, we're not leaking, so we're good. And there's two separate lines going out, so this pump is a little bit higher. He says that it comes up about 2 feet. If this thing floods, you can see the flood line right there. See it? That's up, what, 2 feet off the ground? That's it. Good enough for this neighborhood. That's why you have two pumps. In case one fails, you got the other one as a backup. If not, you would have 2 feet of water in the basement. A lot of guys will ask me, why you put 2 pumps in? That's why. I don't know why they ran 2 lines. It's a commercial building, so